Bilal Muhammad doesn't have his flag on the UFC website. You got Della Maddalena, Shevchenko, Fiorot. They all have flags. Bilal doesn't have his flag.
People keep asking me, where's your flag? I started getting multiple messages from it, and I was just assuming it was a mistake, but it's still not addressed. So I'll address it and hope that Dana addresses it as well, fixes it, because Dana said he's all about free speech. He's all about people supporting who they want to support and not muting or silencing anybody. So I'm hoping that the UFC fixes this issue and puts my flag next to my name, so the people that I represent, the people that I fight for, and the people that I train for will see their flag next to their champion's name.
Different reactions. 100, the people's champ. Guess who owns the UFC, unfortunately? Dana supports Trump. Trump worships Israel. Dana and rest of MAGA only believe in free speech if it's another member of MAGA speaking. Palestine is not and never been a country. That doesn't mean it can't become one, but it's the current reality. Bilal's from the USA, and that's his flag. Then why does Hamzat have Sweden and UAE? Alex Pereira, a slight favorite on the betting lines, around 70% of people picking him.
Whether you're going to stand or whether you're going to look to grapple against Alex, at the end of the day, you're just trying to win a championship belt. But is there something special added to that if you can knock out Alex Pereira?
Все говорят, Шама, Шама. Шамино время уже закончилось. Давно мы это покажем. В субботу ночью вы это увидите. После этого боя вы меня полюбите, я это знаю. Посмотрим.
I'd like to say that I see that in this fight, everyone is against me. Everyone's saying, Shama, Shama, Shama. But guess what? Shama time is over. After this Saturday night, after the fight, you will all love me. Nasir in the back. Two of the tallest lightweights, two of the more exciting lightweights. The last time for you was such a special night at the Sphere. What can fans expect when you get out there on Saturday?
What they always expect from La Jaula, a knockout. I'm coming for his head. He knows that he's a great opponent. It's going to be a great fight. He's very dangerous, but I think I'm more dangerous than him.
Jalen has fought so many big names. Where do you feel a victory over him puts you in the lightweight division?
It's going to put me where I need to be, in the top 15 and where I belong. So this is the perfect fight. This is a fight I wanted. And it's going to be a great night for Chile, Latin America, and all the people who loves knockouts and striker.
Be open about your past with alcohol in Brazil. People, it's well known and well documented. You've been open-hearted about this. When Ankalaev mentioned that on Twitter, did it hit you really hard? Do you think that's a maybe a more delicate, more sensitive subject than others?
Bom, só desculpa, não tô sendo grosso, mas eu não quero mais falar nisso, né? Tô muito bem focado.
I don't want to be rude. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I've said what I needed to say. I think it was just like some back and forth and some stuff that we exchanged, but I'm only focused on Saturday. Let's go, Shama.
For Alex, Magomed Ankalaev is slightly different than other opponents you faced off against recently because of his high level of wrestling ability. How do you plan to address this on Saturday night?
Cara, diferente, né? Desde o início, né? Não só no MMA, mas no kickbox. Então vem superando todos.
Listen, he's different. Everyone has been different. Since kickboxing, the UFC, everybody's been different than what I faced, and I've always been beating them down. Listen, I can't talk too much. Let's leave it for Saturday. I got my plans. I got my strategies, but believe me, we're going to get this done.
And one for Justin. Even though this is a rematch, how do you feel coming into this one as the underdog? And Rafael, how do you feel about coming in as the favorite, even though you're taking the fight on short notice?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6-3 as an underdog. You know, it's a special place to be. You know, I'm only up here because I've been a petty dude. You know, for big parts of my life, I take shit personal, and that's it's just extra motivation. You know, I'm excited to get back in there. We've seen, you know, many people go through what I just went through, and some people come back, some people don't. We got two champions in the UFC that had similar circumstances, and you know, I look to them and that example to get back in there and get back on it.
And Rafael, how do you feel about being the favorite, even though you've taken this fight on short notice?
Oh yeah, I'm shocked, honestly. Like I'm lost twice. I'm after injury. I'm long time no fight, and I'm still favorite. That's okay.
Your opponent Magomed, he's fought for the title already against a former opponent of yours. Do you think he's evolved since then? And if so, what do you make of this current version of Ankalaev going into this weekend?
Agora, eu acho que eu sou diferente dos outros. Né? Então,
because I don't think he's different from anybody else that I face. I can tell one thing. I am different than anybody else. And it's bad for him.
Chama!
Some of the disclosed payment for fighters from UFC Seattle. In the main event, Song Yadong made $320,000, 160 to show, 160 to win. And Henry Cejudo made $150K disclosed purse. It's $150K to show, $150K to win disclosed. In the co-main event, Anthony Hernandez made $144,000, $72K to show, $72K to win. Brendan Allen, despite losing, still ended up making more than him, $210,000. Rob Font made $320,000, $160,000 to show, $160,000 to win. His opponent, John Matsumoto, made $26K. He lost, so no win bonus for him. John Silva made $90,000, $45,000 to show, $45,000 to win. I'd imagine his next UFC contract, he'll get a bump up in pay because he's proven to be a valuable asset to the organization. Melsik Bagdasarian got $35,000. John Silva also for the knockout got $50,000, so a total of $140,000 he made that night. Alonzo Menafield made $240,000, $120,000 to show, $120,000 to win. Julius Walker in his UFC debut on short notice against a tough opponent made $12,000. But these guys won fight of the night, so he ended up with a $50K bonus, so a total of $72,000 for Julius Walker and a total of $290,000 for Alonzo Menafield. That fight was a bit sloppy and gassed out for like 10 minutes, but they ended up winning that fight of the night. Kutalaba made $190,000, $95K to show, $95K to win, and he won via submission over Aslan, who made $35,000. Melky Costa made $48,000, $24K to show, $24K to win. He got the submission win over Andre Fili. Fili, despite getting no win bonus, still made more than double than Costa, $110,000. He made a lot more. He's been with the organization quite a while, so he's had multiple contracts. Mansour Abdul Malik made $24,000, $12K to show, $12K to win. He's on his first UFC contract. Nick Klein also on his first UFC contract too, but he's coming off the Contender Series, so it's cheaper, only $10,000 to show, $10,000 to win. He did not win. He got TKO'd, so he only made $10K that night. Ricky Simone, fighting in front of his home state fans, made $160,000, $80K to show, $80K to win, knocking out Javed Bashrat, who made $30,000 that night. Austin Vanderford made $30,000, $15K to show, $15K to win. He took this fight on short notice. Despite being somewhat of a name coming from another organization, it didn't really bump up his pay in his UFC debut. $15K to show, $15K to win. His opponent, Vera Tennikov, made $12,000. He's on his first UFC contract. No win bonus for him, so he made $12,000. I don't know if the Washington Commission will fine him for pushing Vanderford after the fight. If it was Nevada, they would have done that, but I don't know about Washington. We shall see. Nursultan Ruzaboev made $74K, $37K to show, $37K to win. His opponent, Eric McConaughey Jr., made $12K in his UFC debut on short notice. No win bonus for him, so $12,000 flat. And Modestas Bukowskis made $96,000, $48,000 to show, $48,000 to win. His opponent, Cerquera, made only $10K. He's not coming off the Contender Series. He was supposed to fight there, but he had a couple canceled fights. So they ended up just giving him a UFC contract and having him fight Ibo Aslan in his UFC debut, but he's still on that Contender Series contract with making $10,000 to show, $10,000 to win. UFC Mexico City card adds Gabriel Miranda versus Jamal Emmers. That's on the 29th of this month. Helena Krivar gets the calf slicer submission at the Fight Pass Invitational.